Let's first go over the Game Awards stuff because apparently there's been a lot of hoopla made about all of the masculine female characters at the Gamer Awards. Yeah, Asmongold posted this. It was like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the market for masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads in games isn't as big as the video game industry thinks it is. Yeah, man, because what we really need is realism in our video games. We want realism, but not like, you know, female characters who look like they could kick ass. We need female characters who all look like Tifa Lockhart, which I say this as a Tifa fan. No shot Tifa is throwing hands, okay? If she's throwing anything, it's throwing her back out.
I couldn't believe my eyes.
What does that even mean, though? This is the coward's way of saying that all of the female characters look like they're trans. This is the coward's way of saying that. Masculine, non-conventionally attractive female leads. It's the coward's way of trying to be transphobic. What is this? Gamergate, repeat the hate too? Yes. Don't tell them about live action movies full of real people. Scary. Yeah. Yeah, motherfuckers will look at like a 80s action movie and see like that the women are not, you know, of today's conventional beauty standards for women and be like, why are all these masculine, non-conventionally attractive women in my action hero movie? Also, this is the actress that Intergalactic was modeled after. Are you telling me that this person is overly masculine and not conventionally attractive? What? Based on his big nothing burger words, someone needs to gift Asmon a mirror in his dusty ass room so that he can see himself before tweeting such turf shit. I mean, you will never be able to use the "you are not a conventionally attractive person and you're complaining about non-conventionally attractive people in your video games" argument for these people. You'll never be able to use that. Because their thing is, oh, we want fantasy, but we also want realism. Yeah, I'm not in a video game, am I? Yeah, this is the model that they're basing the Intergalactic character off of, and they're like, oh, she's overly masculine. Yeah, overly masculine because what? Men are so afraid of strong women? Well, they're afraid of the notion that women are not perfectly, you know, matching their beauty standards. That's what it is. It's like there's a standard of beauty, and anyone who is represented outside of that, this completely unachievable. Like, quite literally, it's that they're not all like lolly Japanese cat girls. That's really what it is. That's what it gets down to. But I can't goon in my video game, and that makes me so mad, which is crazy because, I mean, come on. These people really want to goon in their video games. Porn games exist. Yeah, you could play 5 Hearts Under One Roof if you want to goon in your video games. Also, if we're talking about Game Awards drama, why was 5 Hearts Under One Roof not nominated? What the hell? Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. Yeah, that's like, you could go and play that. I'm pretty sure that the Dead or Alive series is still going. Asking the real questions. Well, thankfully, Normie Jesus has us covered on this, and we'll take a look.
Yeah, I'm greasy. What about it? First thing in the morning, haven't showered.
You just come out and say it.
What? I'm not greasy.
I know.
Where's my confidence like Charlie? I mean, I'm not from Florida. That's the answer. That's the answer.
There you go.
Last night was the Game Awards where Jeff Keighley teabagged us all with some big announcements and some big awards. I know there's a ton of naysayers saying nothing good got shown, it all looks like trash, but I would say don't listen to the paint chip eating weirdos that are still soiling their diapers. Like, that is actual delusion.
Normie Jesus. Having the real take.
But to say that there were no good announcements blows my mind. We got a fucking Okami sequel announcement, for God's sake. Can you, like, I feel like people that think there was nothing good shown here don't actually play games, because that alone is huge. We got a new Onimusha.
Having never played Onimusha, I didn't know I was supposed to be excited for it. It kind of looks like a new hack and slash, but I'll play it.
Virtua Fighter. To keep in mind, Virtua Fighter hasn't had a new real game since 2007. We got.
I'm a huge Naughty Dog fan, so I'm stoked for Intergalactic. Yeah, I mean, it all depends on what the gameplay looks like. It was very much an homage to Akira.
Like, these are huge games that I cannot wait to see. Like, these are OG from back
I
in...
guess that is the question. Like, what games were they hoping were going to be announced? Like a new Final Fantasy, a new like Call of Duty Black Ops number 12. Like, what is it? What were they expecting to be announced? Bloodborne port? True. Actually, that is what I'm upset about. That we did it. We got a new co-op dungeon crawler roguelite Elden Ring, but we didn't get a Bloodborne port for PC. Like, damn. New 5 hearts, yeah. This time, there's 6. It's 6 hearts under one roof now.
like the golden era of really creative works. So I'm super excited to see a new iteration into these franchises. Like, I think that's really exciting. And then for new franchises, they announced Project Century, which looks really good. There hasn't been a new Turok since 2008. I used to make montages on the 2008 Turok game when I was still in fucking middle school. Turok as an IP has been dead and dusted for almost 2 decades. The last time I touched a new Turok game, I hadn't even held a girl's hand. And now, in 2024, we get a fucking Turok announcement? How is that not hype? Like, it just, I don't understand why everyone is so desperate for everything to be the worst it can possibly be, even when there is like real positive shit that they showed from the announcements. That's exciting. And gaming, I think AAA gaming is kind of cooked. Like, at least Western devs, it's been fucking floundering left and right. I've talked about this a lot. But where
Chinese soft supremacy on the rise. Chinese soft power. It's rising up, dude. It's rising up, and there's nothing we can do to stop it. Okay, we gotta just embrace it. Black Myth Wukong was fucking awesome. Marvel Rivals is taking over like the hero shooter genre, apparently, because it's like really good, and that was made by a Chinese studio. China rising.
The AAA space is eating ass. The rest of the world is blessing us with great games. Like, we haven't had this many international...
Shit, CD Projekt Red is a, isn't that a Polish studio? And they make like The Witcher and Cyberpunk 2077. Disco Elysium was made by a bunch of Europeans, you know? Escape from Tarkov, it's like a Ukrainian game, I think.
Releases to this quality ever, and indie games have never been better. Like, the gaming industry as a whole, I think, is in a good space, and I think it's a good thing that some of these legacy AAA studios are eating so much shit. Like Ubisoft, I spit on Ubisoft every chance I get. I've been hawking loogies at them for many months now, but they deserve it. Like, they are digging their own grave. They just released a fucking NFT game in 2024. Like, come on. So while Ubisoft might be having this cartoonish fall where they're just perpetually slipping on ice as their stock...
I mean, Ubisoft fell into the same pit of despair that Activision did. Activision used to make good games. They used to make some solid shit, and the same with Bethesda, the same with Blizzard. They fell into the exact same trap that many AAA game studios have fallen into, with the exception of like Rockstar, right? And you can even make the argument that Rockstar has fallen into this too. Profit. They fell into the profit hole, that they are just churning out the same tired IP that people haven't been excited for since like 2010. No one cares about the same goddamn IP that you've been releasing time and time again. New. Give people something new. Explore different like avenues. Give us something different. The reason that FromSoft, as a company that has made basically the same property consistently time and time again, is because it's a solid foundation. They take their time. They will not release something that's incomplete. New IPs are hard. They're really not. They're really not, because if new IPs were hard, then the indie section or sector would not be thriving.